We are working with our next algebra topic, which is FOIL. FOIL is just an acronym for a process we use for multiplying binomials. F stands for first, O stands for outside, I stands for inside, and L stands for last. This is a very important skill to come out of this class with, and it's a way for multiplying two binomials. What are we talking about? If I have, for example, a problem where I'm asked to multiply x plus 7 times x minus 4. Both of those binomials are in parentheses, and if you're asked to multiply this, although it's not written in between, we are talking about multiplication here. So here's the way this acronym helps us, is it tells us how to do this multiplication. First terms. We're going to multiply the first terms together. What are the first terms? It's this one and this one. Those two are my first terms. I'll just put an F there for first. So, what is x times x? What is x times x? It's x to the second. X times x is x to the second. So that is our first terms. We've done that. Now we need to do our outside terms. Our outside terms will be the x and the negative 4. So we're going to multiply the two outside terms together. So, if I'm going to multiply x times negative 4, isn't that negative 4x? So I will have a negative 4x. That's the next part. Then I'm going to multiply the inside terms, which will just be these two. So if I multiply 7 times x, what's 7 times x? 7x. So that is a positive 7x, so I need to write plus 7x because we are actually adding or subtracting each of these terms. Finally, I need to do the last terms. The last terms are positive 7 and negative 4. Those are the last terms. Okay? So what is, L for last, what is 7 times negative 4? Negative 28. So I need to write a minus 28. Okay? Now, the only thing I have left to do is to combine like terms. Do you see there are two terms in the middle that are alike? What's negative 4x plus 7x? No, it's not 11x. It's 3x. Positive 3x. So now I have x squared plus 3x minus 28, and that is my answer. I have now multiplied the two binomials using what we call FOIL. Let's do some more examples so you feel more comfortable with it. Let's say that I have x minus 6 times x minus 3. Okay, remember, we're going to follow FOIL. So the first thing I need to do is multiply my first terms together. So what is x times x? X squared. Then we're going to multiply our outside terms together. What is negative 3 times x? Negative 3x. Then we need to multiply my inside terms together. What will that be? Negative 6x. And then we need to multiply the last terms together, which is negative 6 times negative 3. What is negative 6 times negative 3? It's positive 18. A negative times a negative is a positive. Now we just need to combine my like terms in the middle. What is negative 3x and negative 6x? Negative 3 minus 6, it's negative 9. Bring down your other terms, x squared minus 9x plus 18. And that is your answer. Okay, now I want to give you a problem to try on your own. Use FOIL to multiply x minus 5 times x plus 4. I'm going to pause the video. You try it on your own. Okay, following FOIL, x times x, the first terms are x squared. The outside terms, positive 4 times x, is plus 4x. The inside terms, minus 5x. And the last terms, negative 5 times positive 4, is negative 20. Then I need to combine my like terms here in the middle. Positive 4 and negative 5 make negative 1x. And I just bring down my other terms, x squared minus 1x minus 20. Okay, make sure you're combining those like terms correctly. Let's do another one. Three x plus 4 times 2x minus 7. Okay, now my variables have a number with them. That doesn't change anything. It just means when I multiply the first terms, I'm multiplying 3x times 2x, which is 6x squared. That's the main thing that's going to change on this problem. Yeah, x times x is always x squared. Then I multiply the outside terms, which that's going to be 3x times negative 7. Well, positive times a negative is a negative, so that's going to be negative 21x. Then I multiply the inside terms, which will be positive or plus 8x. And then I multiply the last terms. The last terms are positive 4 times negative 7. So that's going to be negative 28. Once again, we need to combine the middle terms. What are those two going to become? The signs are different, aren't they? So that means I need to subtract the numbers. It should be negative 13x. That is, the middle term is usually where people make a mistake because they forget all of their rules of integers. Okay? Might help us to review some of those. What is negative 21 plus 8? Well, the signs are different, so we subtract. Negative 13. What if I have negative 21 minus 8? That would be negative 29. So let's make sure that we keep those rules straight as we do this. Let's do another problem. What if I have 5 minus 4k times 7 plus 2k. Well, we still do FOIL. The variables are in a different spot, but we still do FOIL. Nothing's changed. My letters are going to be in a different spot. 5 times 7, I'd multiply the first terms together. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. Then I multiply the outside terms together. Positive 5 times positive 2k is positive 10k. Then I multiply the inside terms together. Negative 4 times positive 7 is negative 28k. And then I multiply the last terms together, which is negative 4 times positive 2, negative 8, k squared. That's where my k squared goes at the end on this problem. Combine my middle terms. Positive 10 and negative 28 is negative 18k. Bring down my 35. Bring down my negative 8k squared. And there's your answer. There's two other situations I need to hit real quick before we finish up. Here's the next one, x plus 8 times x minus 8. Well, when we do FOIL on this problem, something interesting is going to happen. X times x is x squared. Then I do the outside terms, and I get negative 8x. I do the inside terms, and I get plus 8x. Then the last terms, positive 8 times negative 8 is negative 64. Now, do you see what happens with the middle terms on this problem? Negative 8x and positive 8x are opposites, so they go away completely. So your final answer is just the x squared minus 64. That is your final answer on that problem. One last situation real quick before we finish up. If you see a problem like this, x minus 7, the quantity squared. Well, the only thing you need to know is that that is the same thing as x minus 7 times x minus 7. And then it's just the same type of problem that we've been doing. If you see x minus 7, the quantity squared, just rewrite it, okay, the way that I did down here, and then do FOIL like you always do. So then I would do x times x, which is x squared. I do the outside terms, minus 7x, inside terms, minus 7x, the last terms, plus 49. Combine my two middle terms. Those two will not go away. Those two are going to become negative 14x. So I have x squared minus 14x plus 49. And that is my final answer on that problem, and we will stop there for today.